Hi guys. I'm gonna be doing this top 10 a little bit differently this time because usually whenever I do a top 10 video, it's basically just text format where I see why I think this movie or this game is my favorite. But I'm gonna be doing this with a webcam, so a little different, but I have to try it. For this top 10, I'm going to be doing the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2014, since 2013 is now gone. So yeah, let's get started. At number 10 on my list of most anticipated movies this year is, hang on a second, thank you, is Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. Well, I hadn't read any Tom Clancy's books about the Jack Ryan character. This movie does look interesting. Partly because the director, Kenneth Branagh, who directed Thor, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and a bunch of Shakespeare movies, like Hamlet and stuff. I haven't seen those movies, and I've heard Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is pretty bad. I really did like Thor. This movie looks like it has some fun action scenes. I like a lot of these actors in the movie. I like Chris Pine, Kevin Costner, and Kenneth Branagh is in this movie too as the bad guy. And he has like a Russian accent. It sounds pretty cheesy, but yeah, I am looking forward to this movie. At number 9 on my list is hang on a second. Is Labor Day, starring Kate Winslet and Josh Brolin. Now, while I hadn't seen the director's previous work, like Juno or Up in the Air, this movie looks great. I like this story about this boy and his mom taking in this criminal, but they grow this relationship with him while the police are searching for this guy. I like those type of stories with a lot of drama, a lot of emotion, and a lot of tension. This movie looks well acted too by Kate Winslet and Josh Brolin as this criminal. So yeah, this movie looks great. And if you can't tell right now, I had to change my shirt because I was getting hot and it's like really heavily snowing outside right now. And snow is covering everything. At number 8 on my list is is Noah, starring Russell Crowe as the Noah. This movie looks like a combination of Noah's Ark meets the epicness of The Lord of the Rings. The movie does look really well acted by Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly, Emma Watson, Anthony Hopkins, a lot of great actors. This movie could be dumb, though, because everything looks so huge and fantastic that it could be like a cheesy mess, but it does look very epic and very good. At number 7 on my list is RoboCop, the remake of the original from the 80s. I know that most people are like, oh no, they're remaking RoboCop, it's gonna be crap. Well, I don't think it's gonna be a great movie. I think it'll be a very fun action movie with some cool explosions and shootouts and all that stuff. But the thing that I will agree with everybody on is the new suit. But the suit he wears before the black suit is actually very cool. And it looks like the original suit. But black, that really doesn't work right with RoboCop. I think gray works a lot better. But like I said, the movie could be really cool and action-packed. At number 6 is the Lego Movie. When I first heard they were making a Lego Movie, I was like, really? And when I first watched the first trailer, I was like, okay, I like where this is going. The movie looks very clever, I will say that, and I like the animation style of it. It looks very stop motion like, but it's actually CGI. I think that's very clever. And it looks very funny, too. I especially like Will Arnett as Batman. That looks hilarious. And Will Ferrell as the bad guy. So, yeah, the Lego Movie at number 6. At number 5 in my list is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I was a huge fan of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It was a great improvement from Tim Burton's remake, which was ridiculous and way too complicated. This new one looks very different in tone from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because now the entire world is infected with this disease, and everything looks all like jungleized. There's like jungle everywhere. Andy Serkis is back to do the motion capture for Caesar, and he looks very menacing in this movie. Those eyes, he's like... And I'm just interested to see where they go in this movie. At number 4 on my list is X-Men Days of Future Past. I love the X-Men movies, except X-Men 3 and the Origins Wolverine. Those were bad. Really bad. But this one looks like it's combining the characters from the first 3 X-Men movies with X-Men First Class, which is my favorite movie in the franchise. This movie may be too huge for its own good because of all these characters just joining together, but I am still excited as hell to see this. Number 3 on my list is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I love The Amazing Spider-Man 1. I thought it was a great rebirth of the series, and even though I like the first 2 Spider-Man movies, they're not great, I would say. This movie has the same cast from the first one, with some newcomers like Dane DeHaan as Harry Osborn, Jamie Foxx as Electro, and Paul Giamatti as Rhino. The only complaint I have is that there's going to be 3 villains in this movie. 3 villains? Yeah, sounds familiar, right? But I still do have high hopes for it, though. The acting looks great, as well as the action. The CGI looks a little bit cartoony, but it still looks amazing. Get it? I'll stop there. Number 2 on my list is Interstellar. Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors of all time. I think he is a brilliant filmmaker and has made some of my favorite movies of all time. Now, the trailer that came out doesn't really say what the movie is about, but it's basically about mankind's accomplishments, and they're trying to explore the boundaries of space and the universe. It looks almost like the modern day 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is great. Matthew McConaughey is still proving himself to be a great actor still, after Mud and all these other great movies. So yeah, this movie can be amazing. At number 1 on my list is the film that I can't wait another minute to go see. It's the film that I have been most excited for. It is... When I first watched the trailer, I literally almost crapped myself. I'm such a huge Godzilla fan. I have a Japanese Godzilla poster in my room. It's back there. And there's a shelf of Godzilla monster action figures behind me. Godzilla himself in the movie looks amazing, and actually it looks like Godzilla, unlike the one with Matthew Broderick. Do I need to say more? And aside from that, the acting looks strong. Bryan Cranston's in it. That's all I have to say about that. Godzilla's the movie this year that I cannot wait to see. Thank you guys for listening to my thoughts on my most excited 4 movies that are coming out this year. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.